Hey, what's going on? It's Jackie Morales with Community Circle here with the Sierra H Broadcasting. I'm so excited to be out and about today. I just love getting out of the studio and just meeting awesome people, people that are doing meaningful things here in our community. So today I want to introduce you to two of my special guests. Today I have Shahid with me and JT. They're both with the Flying Crows, and we're here visiting the ranch. What's the name of the ranch again?
The Night
The
Ranch.
night ranch. Okay, so Shahid, he's not a stranger to Community Circle. He's been on before, but it was in the studio, and I'm just so excited and thankful that we're invited to come out to talk about things that they have going on over here, projects that they're working on for the kids. But before we jump into that, I do want to talk to Shahid so he can share a little bit about himself and how he got involved with the Flying Crows, and then we'll also do the same thing with JT.
Yeah, I'm Shaheed Muhammad. I'm originally from Los Angeles, California, and I got my first horse in 2013. But I was kind of just, in the city, kind of by my lonesome, and I was looking for people that looked like me, that shared the same experiences as me. And then I met the individuals here at the Night Ranch, and JT kind of took me in, and then we've been doing it ever since.
Nice. And so I think the last time that we were talking, you were mentioning that even as a kid, you were like
Right.
really interested in being a cowboy.
Yeah, yeah. So, like I said, I'm from LA, but I saw my first cowboy in Compton. So I've always been intrigued ever since then. So I would have never thought that it would turn out this way, but here I am.
That's so cool. And it's not every day that you see a cowboy in Compton.
Right, right. And people don't know, like, Compton is horse country, though, but a lot of people don't know that. Yeah.
Wow, wow. That's really cool. What about you, JT? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved?
Well, I'm right here from Arizona, Southside Phoenix, Arizona. I just happened to wake up one day and said I want a horse, and was down the way at another ranch, and guys used to ride by, and they would say, "Look at that cowboy down there. Anybody know him? You know what I'm saying?" So after a while, they stopped by and invited me down here, and ever since then, that's just where I've been at the Night Ranch.
This is like your second home.
Yeah, yeah, it's home.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
such a
home.
vibe. I love coming out
Yeah,
here. It's peaceful. The animals are just amazing. And I love the fact that you guys are able to work with the animals, but not just that, also like invite the community, the kids,
yeah,
because I think Shahid, you mentioned the last time that when you're out here riding on the south side, that you get a lot of attention from families and kids, and the kids are like, I want to be a cowboy
yeah. It's,
too.
it's it's something else when the fire department waving at you. you know.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So I know that Flying Crows is also a nonprofit, and I wanted to come out here and talk about because you guys are getting ready to do like a workshop for the kids and invite the kids out here. But in order to do that as a nonprofit, you guys have to have the funds to be able to provide so the kids don't have to worry about paying for anything like that. So, Shahid, if you don't mind telling us a little bit about what the workshop entails and how many kids you guys are hoping to see this year.
So what we do, we have a youth academy, and we're trying to host a horsemanship clinic just to give the kids a different experience and understanding of what it is we do. Like, it's more to just jumping on a horse and riding, like the work
Right.
ethic, the responsibility of it. And we've did this. This would be our third or our fourth. We've done it in the past, but this can be an expensive hobby, and we want to make it reasonable for the kids in our community. So this one coming up that we're trying to host is 100% free, but we do want to have the funding in order for us to provide that.
Yeah, absolutely. So how many cowboys out here are involved in that particular project?
Man, currently we probably got about 25 to 30 active, but
Mhm.
just throughout the years, I wouldn't even be able to tell you how many.
Aw.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. That's cool because all that matters is that you guys are doing it. And I know that you have already worked with children in the past and them coming out. What would you say has been your favorite part of their experience being out here?
Wanting to come back. Yeah,
Aw.
you see they come out, and then it's a lot of them. Like Jay talks about it, like how they first come out and they don't want to get dirty and they don't want to do certain things, but then it's like 2 3 hours in, they don't want to leave. It's like, so
Oh,
yeah.
that's so awesome. I know when I came out, I don't know, was it like a couple of months ago or something, was my first time ever riding a horse. And I was so nervous and I'm grown, so I can't imagine what they're feeling. But I'm just like, I was so excited because you made it like comfortable. Like you made me feel safe and you're like, I got you. And it was just a really awesome experience. So I'm excited for the kids' lives because I think it's a life-changing thing that they're getting involved in and they could learn a lot about it. So what is the goal that you guys are trying to reach as far as this particular project with the kids?
As far as financially, or just
Yeah.
well, financially, we want to be able to accommodate 50 kids,
Okay.
and it at a price point about $50 per child. So it'll be the goal is 2,500 to make it happen.
Okay. That's perfect. That's perfect. So, if you don't mind sharing, if you guys are, I think it's a GoFundMe. Is the GoFundMe link on your guys' website?
Yes, on
Okay,
our
and the
Instagram. Yeah,
website is, what is that?
we are the Flying Crows on Instagram. Flying Crows, FLYINGCROWS.
Okay, and then, oh, you said the Instagram too. Okay, so Instagram, Facebook?
We're not on Facebook yet.
No? Okay.
We mainly run out of Instagram. Yeah.
Instagram works. It gets the job done. Again, my name is Jackie Morales out here with Sierra Age Broadcasting. We are visiting the ranch out here with the Flying Crows, which is a nonprofit. And right now we're just talking about it's a project that they're working on out here for the kids to come out to learn how to be cowboys and also learn about other life experiences that it can help them as well. And we're with Shahid and we're with JT as well. JT, if you don't mind sharing a little bit about like what's been your favorite experience with being out here and also working with the kids.
Best experience about being out here is just being around good people,
I
genuine
get that
people.
vibe.
You know,
Mhm.
so when they come out here, it's about the horses, but you leave here more with just horsemanship skills.
Mhm.
You know, you learn about hard work, you know, discipline,
Yeah.
you know, morals, things of that nature, and be able to get kids out the house, you know, and into different things other than just on the video games and stuff.
Right. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. Get the kids out the
yeah.
house again.
Yeah, so we do a lot of stuff. We do a lot of camping and just within ourselves, you know what I mean? Horse rides and
Mhm.
trail rides and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, lake trips, just outdoors all the way around.
Right.
But
I
just
love
being
that.
around here, it's just a good thing to be around good people, you know. I mean, the vibe is nice, and
Yeah.
you know, it's a family.
Yeah.
It's
How
a
long
family.
have you been a part of the Flying Crows?
Well, I've been coming around here since 2010,
Okay.
and so when I first came around, it was a saying said we ride as the crows fly, and I
Mm.
just took it and kind of branded it a little bit and threw it on a shirt, and after a while it just more and more riders came about, and so then now we got different members, and you know,
Right.
a lot of people are aware of, you know, us and what we do now.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
love that. What would you say is one of the first things that you guys teach the kids about the horses?
Well, when they come out, they're all kind of like skeptical about it at first, and we just want to sit back and see how they take it in.
Yeah.
You know, some that take to it and some that won't. The ones
Mhm.
that take to it, you kind of, you know, help them, kind of groom them into saying, you know, come on in. You know, you want to pet the horse, and
Yeah.
next thing you know, it's feeding the horse, and
Right.
now they learning how to clean the stall. And
Awesome.
once they learn how to clean the stall, you know that they're serious about it, because nobody
Mhm.
wants to go there and just clean up horses.
Wants to clean the stall. You said that
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
dang, the kids are cleaning the
Yeah,
stalls. That's
so
really
so
impressive.
that's so the rewarding part of that is being able to get out and come out and ride in the round pen, and they get to go
Mhm.
out in the round pen. They ride a few, you know, circles around the round pen, and they're happy with that and can't wait to get back.
Right.
So that's the best part, like you said, because we're building young cowboys and cowgirls to keep the
Mhm.
culture going.
Right. I love that so much. And I learned a lot in just a short amount of time that I was out here because Shahid was just being so kind. And I'm sure I asked the same questions that a lot of people ask, but he's got the most patience.
Right, right.
And so I learned also that you guys have like events out here and the rodeos. I think I had just
Oh yeah,
missed
we
it during that
we had
time.
cook-offs and all kind of things. You know, we had a brisket cook-off, so we all donate, you know, the money, and we'll buy the stuff and send it to the contestants, let them cook it, and everybody brings out the kids. We have sack races and
Oh,
tug
that's
of wars,
fun.
and
That's so
we get the
fun.
jumpers out, and it's a good thing.
That's so cool. I
Yeah.
love it. And so I also wanted to ask, like, how long you guys are out here? How, what does your day look like when you're out here on the weekends?
Yeah, we've been out here all morning. Yeah. So was it 2 o'clock now? We've been out here since about 7 o'clock.
Wow.
And that's coming out, you know, pulling your horse out, getting it all cleaned up, you know, grooming them, going there, clean your stall, and you sit around and
It's a lot of work, huh?
Yeah, it is, you know,
Yeah.
but you enjoy it though. It's not like being on the clock, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's well, when I think about like Arizona and being out here, the question that I always had is like, what do you guys do in the summer when it gets so hot?
Come out here earlier.
What about the animals? Where do you guys keep them?
Right here.
Really?
Yeah.
And they're fine with
Yeah.
Wow, that's
They
crazy.
gotta be. I mean, they can't come in the living room.
I know. So my I know of a girl who's a vet, and she told me something that I didn't know about horses was that they can't lay down to sleep.
They can, but they They can lay down and sleep, but typically they don't lay down unless they feel completely safe or they're in a herd. Like, so if
Okay.
you come out here at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, you'll see them laying down and sleep. But typically they sleep standing up and they kind of prop their leg up, which it
Oh,
serves as
they're
like a
tired.
kickstand.
Okay.
And then that way they won't tip over when they sleep.
Okay, awesome. And then Shahid, please tell me and everyone who's watching or listening on the radio right now about walking behind a horse.
Yeah, it's like a lot of people they get scared and they try to walk the wide path, which is it's okay, but horses won't kick you unless they have a reason to. So the
Got you.
safer distance is closer to the horse because if they get to reach out and connect with it, it's gonna be
Yeah.
a lot worse than if you were close.
Have you ever been kicked by a
I
horse?
haven't.
No?
I haven't.
Okay, what was that one story that you shared with me? I think were you in the desert? I don't know if you got booked off a horse or
Oh
something
no!
like
So
that.
when we ride out in the desert, there's a cactus. It's called a cholla cactus
Okay,
or a
that's what it
jumping
was.
cactus. So if
Uh-huh.
you get close enough, it'll pop out at you, and if it hits your horse,
Nuts.
you're gonna have a rodeo. So I got hit with a
And you had
cholla
a rodeo.
cactus, and we were bucking all through the desert.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I mean, I think it's awesome. Me coming out here riding that horse for the first time, I was just like, I want to keep doing this. And I know that you guys go on really beautiful rides, even into the mountains and stuff. So that's really cool. I really appreciate you guys taking the time. I'm very interested in helping out in any way that I can help out, our station can help out, so the kids have the best experience coming out here. So
Thank you.
share that website one more time so
So
we
we
can
are
get
the
some help.
Flying Crows on Instagram, and you will find a link posted directly on our Instagram page.
Awesome. And then, okay, no, that was everything. Well, thank you guys again. JT, thank you so much for being a part of the interview. Shahid, it's always a
No
pleasure
problem.
to have you
Thank you
on.
for coming out.
Thank you. And thank you so much for either watching us on our YouTube page or listening to us on Sierra H Broadcasting. Until next Sunday, we'll see you right here on Community Circle on Sierra H Broadcasting.